Donald Trump is now facing a travel ban from 37 countries after being convicted in court and having a criminal record. According to the World Population Review, as was first published in Newsweek, here are the 37 countries that do not allow convicted felons to enter. 1. Argentina, Australia, Canada, China, Cuba, India, Iran, Israel, Japan, Kenya, Macau, New Zealand, South Africa, Taiwan, United Kingdom, United States, Brazil, Cambodia, Chile, Dominican Republic, Egypt, Ethiopia, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Ireland, Malaysia, Mexico, Morocco, Nepal, Peru, Philippines, Singapore, South Korea, Tanzania, Tunisia, Turkey, Ukraine, and the United Arab Emirates. That is a long list of countries that Donald Trump can no longer travel to because he is a convicted felon. And think about it. If Donald Trump wasn't in America currently and wasn't a citizen here, he wouldn't be allowed to travel here because of his criminal record. And therefore, I don't think he should be allowed to be the president.
Hello, everybody. Once again, this is Fred Ronco coming to you from our studios in Chicago with another edition of Bold Talk on Island TV. And as usual, I like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, depending on where you are around the world. So now, if you have all these countries that will not allow a convicted criminal to enter their country, isn't it curious that we were waiting to hear Nigeria, but Nigeria is not on that list? Any criminal is welcome in Nigeria. And no wonder our current crop of leaders are among the worst criminals you could find anywhere in the world, starting in Asher Rock. And if Donald Trump was not American, he could not enter the United States of America. Folks, Nigerians are quick to say, well, this happened in America too, but guess what? In America, every once in a while, they get a hold of a scapegoat and they make an example out of him. In Nigeria, the crime keeps going on and Nigerians celebrate criminals, starting with the man in Asher Rock. Continue, I'll make this short, but you'll see some comparisons with the United States, with Donald Trump, and with Nigeria and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then you tell me why we haven't had a revolution to get these crooks out of the way.
Lying about everything, don't matter if it's small or big. Trying to solicit other countries to election rig. Taxes unpaid, net worth not so high. Money laundered, crime after conflicts of interest, like trademarks in China. Sexual harassment, like grabbing vaginas. Spilling intel, putting spies at risk, obstructing justice. He's a thug, he's a crook, he's a president. Crime after crime, when he's gone, well the book they will draw at him. Crime after crime, he's insane, narcissistic, can't help himself. Crime after crime, when it falls, well the cops, they will be waiting. Crime after crime.
Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails.
If Russia, if China, if someone else offers you information on an opponent, should they accept it or should they call the FBI?
I think you might want to listen. China should start an investigation into the Biden.
Siding with Putin instead of demanding lower interest rates, secret servers to hide his quid pro quos, hosting summits at Mar-a-Lago. He's a con man, a crook, that's our president. Crime after crime, pardons dangled to White House aides to break the law. Grammar mangled, he's a grifter, a crook, that's our president. Crime after crime, he's insane, narcissistic, can't help himself. Crime after crime, when it falls, well, the cops, they will be waiting. Crime after crime, crime after crime.
So now that I've given you a hint of where I'm going with this, crime after crime, we've heard the song about Trump's crime after crime. A few minutes later, I'm going to show you the news report in America after he was convicted, how they showed count by count, 34 counts of guilty of crime after crime. And my question is, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not been found guilty except the drug indictment he had in America, but he wasn't found guilty because he plea bargained. But I'm counting them all. Place of birth, he lied. That's a crime. Name at birth, he lied. That's a crime. Town of origin, very questionable. So we'll leave that as iffy. Elementary school attended, he lied. That's a crime. Secondary school attended, he lied. That's a crime. University attended, it's very phony. You don't know which one is which, but one thing is clear. He did not graduate and he forged his certificate. That's a crime. Drug dealing in America, he was indicted and he plea bargained and he paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to get himself out of it. That's a crime, but he was not convicted. Back to Nigeria, he ran for governor of Lagos State. He forged papers, including school attended and university and all that. That's a crime. Gani Fawehinmi started to investigate it. As usual, he used money to close everything up. Then he left office. While he's been gone from office, there's all kinds of allegations in Lagos about money, misappropriation, and dubious business dealings. Those are things that need to be investigated. This man has not been investigated. Then he ran for president. He forged papers. The papers he turned in, a lot of lies and forged fake stuff. But no, INEC saw nothing wrong with it. He went into the election. He lost the election. He rigged the election. INEC helped him rig the election. Dubious politicians and governors in different states helped him rig the election. That's a crime. Then dubious judges were bribed to cover everything up and ignore all the evidence and swear him into office as president of the most, quote unquote, powerful country in Africa. That's a crime. But he's still not convicted. He still hasn't been investigated. When are Nigerians going to wake up? When? What's wrong with Nigerians about crying about the problems we have, crying about hardships and everything, and doing nothing about it? Nobody's gonna do it for you, Nigerians, and I don't give a rat's ass when somebody will say, yeah, he thinks he's smart, he's in America, and he wants us to have a revolution here. Yes, you're the one living in it. I don't live in it. I really would like to come live in it, but I can't because these crooks will arrest me. I'm talking to fight for you. Both at home and in diaspora, we talk, go on social media and talk crap, but nobody talks. You're scared. They're gonna, oh, Fred, stop talking. I'm not stopping talking. I'm gonna keep talking until you get your butts up your comfort zones and hit the streets and take that damn country back for yourselves. Revolt and rebel, Nigerians. This country belongs to all of us. But the way we act like if it belongs to less than 1% of the population. They do what they do because we're so non-fight for our right-ish that whatever they do, then we celebrate them when they throw the money around, money they stole from you and still stealing. Come on, guys. Something has to give. Labor unions are on strike. Why can't this be the catalyst for the Nigerian spring?
We lock him away, 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 lock him away.
In the men's room, the clubhouse men's room, the liar bleats tonight. Intimidates, self-incriminates, and excretes conceits
Deranged
tonight.
Lock him away, 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 lock him away.
How many lives did he put at risk with each document he took?
So, guilty, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 3, guilty, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 4, guilty. That's another felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 5, guilty. That's another falsifying business record in the first degree felony charge. So that is 5 felony charges that Donald Trump has been found guilty by this New York jury. We still have 29 other felony counts to go.
Folks, I hope you get my drift here. I hope you get what I'm trying to demonstrate. This is the former president of the United States. He's running again to be president of the United States. Do Nigerians want democracy? If we do, are we willing to fight for democracy? That's the question that Nigerians need to answer.
Count 13, guilty. Another felony charge of falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 14, guilty. Count 15, guilty. That is 15 out of 15 so far. First degree. Count 30, guilty. Felony charge, falsifying business records. Count 31, guilty, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 32, guilty, falsifying business records in the first degree. Only 2 counts left. Count 33, former President Donald Trump found guilty, falsifying business records. Count 34, guilty. Donald Trump found guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree.
Guilty, 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 guilty. Nigerians, when is Bola Ahmed Tinubu going to be found guilty of everything we know he has done? When is Godswill Akpabio going to be found guilty of everything we know he has done? When is Hope Uzodinma going to be found guilty of everything we know he has done. When is Onyesom Wike going to be found guilty for everything we know he's done? When is Bete Edu going to be found guilty? Yaya Bello, when? Ganduje, when? Why did I mention these 6 or 7 names? Because the things they did is fresh in our minds. We know what Bola Ahmed Tinubu did to get into Asharok. We don't have a democracy, and we don't have a judiciary, and we don't have a police. That's why he's running around, not just free, but the president of our country. It's shameful. We know what Onyesom Wike did in Rivers State. We know what Hope Uzodimma did in Imo State. We know what Ganduje did and the dollars that were found in his house and how they quenched the case. We know what Bete Edu did, but you know poor Bete Edu didn't do it. Powers above her sent her to do it, and they're not investigating her because she'll implicate a lot of powers above her. We know what Yaya Bello did. These are fresh in our minds. I'm not speculating about all the crooks. We know what they're stealing, but there is no real evidence yet. But those evidences can be found if we had a system to go after them. Every one of them can be brought to book. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Fred Nwankwo coming to you from our studios in Chicago with another edition of Bold Talk on Island TV. And until next time, good night and God bless.
Lying about everything, don't matter if it's small or big. Trying to solicit other countries to election rig. Taxes unpaid, net worth not so high. Money laundered, crime after conflicts of interest, like trademarks in China. Sexual harassment, like grabbing vaginas, spilling intel, putting spies at risk, obstructing justice. He's a thug, he's a crook, he's a president. Crime after crime, when he's gone, well, the book they withdraw.